Hi, this is Sarai. I'm in Dublin, Ireland, doing ministry. So I wanted to tell you what happened yesterday. An Irishman, a handsome young Irishman, said, "Welcome to Dublin," but it was under dire circumstances. It was right about a block down this way. I was there yesterday doing ministry, talking to many people, preaching to a lot of people one-on-one. So I was walking by this pub and I came upon a very disturbing scene. There was a man that was stabbed, apparently. It looked like in the head, because he was bleeding from the head, bleeding a lot. And he was violent and running around and fighting with another guy. And there was blood all over the place. And I said to a few people standing around, "Did anyone call 911?" Well, it's not 911 here, it's 999. I said, "Did anyone call 999? Did anyone call the police or the ambulance?" And no one was calling. And that's when the Irishman said, "They don't come here, they don't respond." And that's when he said, "Welcome to Dublin," because people get in fights, they stab each other, and it happens so much that the police don't even come. So the day before, yesterday, I was watching TV and I realized there's a lot of stabbings here because they were teaching people how to stop bleeding from a stab wound and how to stuff the stab wound with gauze to keep them alive and to put a tourniquet on and all that. And I thought, wow, there must be a lot of stabbing here. And so in America, you know, there's a lot of gun violence, but in Ireland, there's a lot of stabbings going on. And this is the worst area. I didn't know it until yesterday. I did make a video about that building with Gothic architecture, and it had a picture of the goat devil in the window. So when there's a place like that in town, it's like a huge demon portal. So that's where the demons enter the city. That's where they want to take over evil parts of the city. And in that area, there's a lot of tattoo shops. There's pubs with bad names, like with profanity. There's just a lot of evil things in this area. A lot of homeless people. I did walk by homeless people and they always ask me for money, and I do give them money, but before I give them money I witness to them. So I did that yesterday, walking around this area. One guy was on the bridge. I think he's still there today. And then another lady, just a couple of blocks from here, she asked me for money, and she told me her story that her house burned down the night before, and she showed me the police report. And I asked her, well, she was very thin, so I knew she was on drugs. And she looked like a drug addict. Anyway, I asked her if she was on drugs, and first she said no. Well, she lied to me, and then she finally admitted that she was addicted to pain pills. And I witnessed to her for quite a while. I had a lot of interference from another homeless person that was interrupting constantly, and this lady had a baby buggy, and she was a drug addict too, and I was thinking, is there actually a baby in the baby carriage, the stroller? I said, can I see your baby? Because I was thinking, this baby can't be safe with this woman that's a drug addict. And she said, okay, you can see my baby, but she wouldn't let me see the face. So basically, it wasn't a baby, but it was a doll that she was treating like it's her baby. Anyway, there's some strange things that go on here, but I wanted to tell you about the stabbing because it was graphic. I don't know if the guy lived or died because there was blood all over the place. And him and another guy were having a huge fight on the street, and everyone was watching, and there was no police around, there was no ambulance. The guy was bleeding so much, I don't even know if he lived. I thought about the video or the show I saw on TV, like how to stop bleeding, but I couldn't help the guy except for pray for him because he was acting violent and fighting, and there's no way I could have stopped his bleeding, but I did pray for the situation. So hopefully he lived and that he'll change his life and stop fighting. So I didn't know it was like this in Dublin, but the guy that said welcome to Dublin, he said there's a lot of fighting and stabbing. This goes on all the time, and a lot of violence, and the police or ambulance don't come. So this is what's going on in Dublin. That's why God sent me here to pray for the city. Okay, thanks for watching. God bless you. Bye.